About 2 years ago, we did an extreme remodel on our house. My wife and I have left a lot of unfinished items in this project. One area that we thought would be perfect to make custom was vent covers. When we looked online for vent covers, it was very unsatisfying. Very simple and basic designs that you see in just about every house. We want to make 3 styles of vent covers that can be set on the side of the wall in order to save some space and to position the flow of the heat. So with ViaCAD, I designed a 3D model around the holes for the vents in our flooring. I did all of the measurements edge to edge. I plan to miter all of the joints so they fit together perfectly with some wood glue. The frame for the vent is pretty much done. I left an opening and I'm going to make a custom design for the vent itself that I can cut with the laser engraver. My wife and I are huge fans of a video game series called Legend of Zelda. I have hand designed lots and lots of images from the series. I was able to pull off all of these images off of my own hand-drawn fan art and paste them onto the vent and position them in a way where they would look pretty decent. And I do the same for the other 3 vents. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Consider ringing the bell icon to get notifications on future videos. For a lot of these images, I didn't have to modify them at all in order to use them on the vent. But a lot of these circle medallions I had to modify, or else the entire medallion would not be visible. So I added 3 supports for all the medallions so they would fit together perfectly. And I tried to do the same process with the Sheikah eye, but it ended up looking very busy. So I ended up designing a circle around it and connecting all of the important parts with the circle outline in order to make the negative space so it wouldn't fall apart. And I do the same thing with the Deku scrub and the Gerudo symbol. And I apply all of the symbols on the vent designs and organize them in a way that makes it look pretty decent. I also use inspiration from the Hylian shield in order to create some negative space on the front of these things, just to make it look a little bit more framed out. Anything that is red 255 on the laser engraver settings will cut out that image. I'm cutting these images out of some cherry board that I've resawed to about 1/4 of an inch. Now that I have an idea of the space that I need in order to cut these out, I adjust the vent frame that we had made earlier. Now I save them all into their own individual files so I can cut them out with the laser engraver. Before using the laser engraver to cut out everything, I go ahead and make the frame out of previously resawn material that I have staged downstairs. I basically cut the wood to these dimensions right here. If you enjoy this content, consider giving us a like and subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell icon to get notifications on future videos. Each individual piece is way too small for me to chamfer them with the table saw. So I use my belt sander in order to make the chamfers at a 45. I didn't want to do a plunge cut on the front cover. I broke it down into 4 parts, just like you would a picture frame, in order to make the front cover. So I cut thin strips of material and cut them to the dimensions necessary, and then cut miters into each of the sides. I added a large fence on my miter gauge in order to make these cuts successfully and safely. After dry fitting all of the pieces, I go ahead and start to glue them together. I use CA glue and accelerant in conjunction with construction adhesive. And sanded away any of the glue marks. I used the round-over bit on my router table in order to round over all of the edges. Then I added 4 coats of polyurethane. And I was able to hang them to dry. I had resawn some cherry lumber earlier this week. I sent the resawed lumber through the thickness planer, ensuring that both are exactly the same. Then I cut them into the dimensions that I had mentioned earlier with the table saw. We have an affiliate link with Monport Laser, where you can get a discount on all of Monport's machines. Use the link below and use the promo code Timothy10 at checkout. We've been using this 40-watt CO2 laser from Monport for 4 years, and I must say that I really appreciate the equipment and how easy it is to use. It is absolutely amazing all the projects that we have made with this Monport laser. Our shop currently has 2 CNCs, and both of them are a lot harder to work with than the Monport laser, which the Monport's usually the first piece of equipment that I go to when I need something like this made. When we first started working with this company, I really didn't think there was that much that they could do with laser engravers, but they seriously surprised me. They ended up making a 70-watt laser with a belt feed system on it, so you can feed in individual projects and out comes the finished product. And all this on a desktop model. After the wood gets out of the laser engraver, I clean them up with a Dremel and a small chisel. Then I sanded them down with a finishing sander. I then applied 4 coats of polyurethane with sanding in between. And now I'm able to glue everything together. And after a couple more coats of poly, everything looks absolutely gorgeous. If you enjoyed this content, consider giving us a like and subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell icon to get notifications on future videos.